Hello everybody, and thank you for being here today. I'm here to share the results from a recent communication audit I conducted for Amazon, as well as actionable takeaways. This audit looked at how Amazon communicates internally and externally, and how those communications back up its strategic goals, its brand values, and the expectations of its audiences, including us. There were 3 key takeaways, which were our priority. Internal communications, in other words, including the shareholder and employee messaging in the court calendars. External communications through social media, brand advertising, including commercial messaging. Start with what Amazon has already done well. What's working well in Amazon is rather a strategic communicator. The company's messaging is so segmented, it talks to investors differently from a way it talks to customers. And that's smart. And I wasn't sure I'd be able to find the right source for my story and coloring everything it does in rainbows without getting myself in over my head. They change tone and imagery and messaging and to the suit channel and intend audience. For instance, the 2020 shareholder letter is laden with performance language. It's data dense, mission-oriented, and long-term value all the way down, which is great for investor relations. Amazon's social media presence, however, like the Earth Day Instagram post, veers to the public goodwill. It's meant to fast, visually and emotionally gripping, and they push their brand's advertising, such as Prime Delivery Dance Spot, to emphasize convenience and emotional connection, making the Amazon brand more accessible and human. All in all, Amazon's current communication is clean, platform smart, and with an aim in mind. But here's why the audit is so important. There are opportunities to dig further. While there were strengths, our audit identified 3 key areas Amazon could focus on improving their communication strategy. First, let's stick with internal communications. Amazon shareholder letters, although impressive for their depth, they tend to employ language that is too technical and formal for the broader employee population, especially the rank and file. This approach can unintentionally cause people to feel disconnected from the mission. If the company's vision is buried to executive jargon or abstract financial metrics, employees cannot see reflections of themselves in that vision. Second, there's an obvious external messaging problem, especially online and in brand campaigns. Some of Amazon's public statements and their environmental impact especially can come off vague or overly polished, lacking depth or transparency. When an audience observes surface-level messaging without evidence or proof of progress, they can become suspicious. And in an era where trust is everything, trust is not enough. Third, we notice that Amazon tends to squander the chance to connect its storytelling across platforms. There isn't a continuing in messaging from one touch point to the next. The result, customers or employees may receive very different impressions of what the company contains depending on what they're looking for. So how can Amazon improve, you may ask? Let's divide this into 3 parts: intra-shop communication, social media, and brand advising. Internal communication. For internal communications, particularly in shareholder letters and leadership notes, we suggest simplifying the language, avoid corporate jargon, use inclusive terms using human-centered language that resonates with employees at all levels, highlight employee voices, cover more stories from the front seats of the front lines. Have a warehouse employee, delivery driver, or customer service rep share what their job and contribution is. This fosters connection and common ground. Internal communication will not only simply be about communicating what or how we are performing, it should also inspire or motivate, recognize, and unite. Number 2, social media strategy. Amazon wields vast influence on sites such as Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn. Just to shore up the engagement, they should link posts to measurable impact. If Amazon says it's cutting emissions, for example, add real numbers, visuals, or indicators of how that's going. Tell more authentic stories, feature customers, employees, or small businesses. Get past that shiny corporate script into the realm of actual human stories. This lends a quality of depth and legitimacy that contributes to the public's confidence that Amazon values aren't just started, they're lived. Number 3, brand advertising. Finally, in brand advertising, you go beyond fast delivery. Yes, speed is a major plus of Amazon Prime, but there's more to the story. The campaigns need to do a better job at showcasing streaming content, exclusive discounts, Alexa interrogation, and more. Show values, not just services. In a competitive universe, customers are demanding alignment with brands that share their values, environmental stewardship, fair treatment of workers, and local impact. Advertise to tell the story. If Amazon will be able to merge functionality with purpose, they will be able to forge emotional loyalty rather than convenience-based loyalty. To summarize, Amazon is doing a lot of things well. Their messaging is on point and tailored smartly to different platforms, but there are windows to take to a deeper level of trust and connection by being more personal, transparent, and consistent. My recommendations today are designed to simplify and humanize internal communication, introduce more transparency and storytelling to social media, evolve messaging on the brand to capture a full range of value of Amazon deliverers. If Amazon can do this, it will not only boost employee engagement and customer confidence, but it will leave the companies well positioned for a world in which communication is more transparent and more essential than ever. Thank you for your time. Any questions or feedback are welcome, please. Thank you.